back. Today we are discussing the equity schemes of ICICI Pru AMC, and joining me on the show right now is Dhirendra Kumar of Value Research to discuss some of these schemes. Dhirendra, it's very good to have you on the show. Let's start by discussing ICICI Pru Discovery. It's a value-oriented fund. What's your view here?
One should be aware, beware of the downside which this fund has. It could be a test of patience sometimes, and in lean times this fund crumbles. But looking at what it has done over the past 3 to 5 years, it has proved to be very rewarding. It has moved up the quality chain, or on the quality scale of the underlying portfolio. So this is a very impressive fund, but it comes with its share of volatility.
What do you make of the risk-return profile of a fund like ICICI Pru Dynamic?
This has been an impressive fund, and it has been fairly actively managed. And I think it is a very difficult fund to manage because it is truly dynamic. One is that it is supposed to change its allocation. In lean times, it is supposed to be, if the fund manager thinks that the market is about to crumble, then he's supposed to go heavily into cash and fixed income. Even depending on the state of the market, the equity portfolio is supposed to change. And it has worked out nicely so far, but I'm quite skeptical about, too many changes to be, it is too actively. The dynamic fund is too active, it's just not a simple long only fund. It's not a large cap fund, or it's not a mid and small cap fund, or it's a multi cap fund. The underlying portfolio has to change at all times, including the allocation. And this fund has been impressive, but this fund is something which one should be keeping an eye on in terms of sustaining its performance.
What's your view on a fund like ICICI Pru Top 100, which has gone through a few changes?
This fund is among the oldest fund which was launched by ICICI Prudential. It started as ICICI Prudential Growth Fund, and recently it has got itself more finely defined that it will be the investing universe will be top 100 stocks by capitalization. And from that standpoint, I think this will be a more predictable portfolio. This will always be a large cap fund, and this is going by, its history is redundant. It's not relevant because now it has got, more finely articulated. But this has been an impressive fund in its old time. Its recent performance after its name change and, finer articulation of its objective, I think we have to allow it some more time. Coming to, options available to investors in the large cap universe, I think, there are superior options, including ICICI Prudential Focused Blue Chip, which has made a name for itself over the past 3-4 years.
Also, Dhirendra, what's your advice to investors who are looking to invest in large cap funds at this point?
One is that, large cap funds should be the mainstay of any investor. It should be a sizable part of your portfolio, of your long-term equity portfolio, and, mid and small cap stocks, or, the kind of fund we are referring to in the form of a discovery fund or something like that. That should not be a significant part. That apart, I think, there is a dearth of, choose a well-performing fund with a credible track record, or settle for an index fund. Don't settle for anything which is, a below average, because the value addition, which can be derived from a large cap fund, a good part of it can well be derived even from an index fund.
ICICI Pru has a number of sectoral funds in services, banks and technology. What mindset should an investor have while investing in a sectoral fund, or while deciding on which sectoral fund he should be investing in?
If you invest in a sectoral fund, there are only two reasons why you should have it. Either you find that your existing portfolio is low on something about which you are very upbeat on. You are upbeat on technology and your portfolio doesn't reflect that. Or you are upbeat on banking, your portfolio doesn't reflect that. So have it to supplement your existing portfolio. And otherwise, and don't make sure that you are never loaded onto this. Don't try to construct your portfolio by combining sectoral funds only. Many investors attempt that, and I think it's a risky strategy because you lose out on a couple of things. One is that you pay full price for your sectoral fund management as well, and you get only part of it. I think the great delivery, the value delivery you derive from getting your fund managed is that you entrust your fund manager to choose sectoral calls, and here you have taken the call yourself.